Hey, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be traveling a bit for business and going on vacation, so I'm recording a few videos to keep you entertained while I am away. And I thought that since I won't have any updates to share with you because I will be not working on my cosplay, I thought I would make a few fun videos about just things costume related, and a few of my shorts are also going to be just fun things costume related. So I hope that you enjoy this switch in content for a little bit. If you like these type of videos or this type of content, please let me know in the comments below. I will make more of them. I love hearing suggestions, and I can keep trying to turn out what you want to see. So with that, let's get into what this video is about. And this video is about things I wish I knew when I started cosplay. I know that there's been a lot of videos made about this topic, but in all honesty, they're all different. We all have different things that we wish we would have known before we got into this hobby. And I thought I would share some of mine with you and give a little bit of advice if you are just getting started or wanting to get started in cosplay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with my first one. It's expensive. It is incredibly expensive. I have probably spent, over the course of a decade, so like let's give it that time period, I have probably spent $20,000 on cosplay. To be fair, I did not start off spending a lot of money. I started off with an $80 sewing machine from Walmart, which I know can be a lot of money, but I started off with that sewing machine, and then I would buy my fabrics on sale at Joann's, add coupons, or find them in bargain bins somewhere. I would buy curtains if I needed a lot of plain cotton fabric. I would buy shower curtains for the vinyl rather than buying vinyl from Joann's, and I would go and take apart other clothing and remake it into cosplays. So like, you can do cosplay on a budget. You can keep your costs low. But as you grow, or at least as I grew as a cosplayer, I wanted to do more and more challenging things, which often led to me needing to purchase different equipment, such as like I have a laser cutter now, or different material that you just can't find at Walmart on sale somewhere, you know. And if you want to get into competitions, which is my favorite thing to do, you really wind up spending a lot of money on high quality things to make your cosplay look as well made and as put together as possible. The cost never goes down. And if you don't believe me, I recently did my most expensive cosplay and went over the expenses and everything that I purchased on this channel. I'll put the link up in the cards and down in the description. Go watch that video and give me your guess of how much you think that costume cost before the end of the video, because I have loved people's guesses, but no one has gotten it right yet. So it's expensive. And I don't want that to deter anyone. Like I said, you can get into cosplay for a budget, but just know that the costs, they can add up if you don't keep a strong hold on your budget, which is something I am working on. Another thing that I wish I would have known, granted this is just a me thing, but I wish I would have understood my mentality around learning new things. I like to say my toxic trait is that I think I can do anything, which sounds great, except for the fact when I try something and it doesn't work, I get very frustrated and I want to give up and move on to something else. I don't like that I just want to give up. Practice makes perfect, right? But it's just something that I get frustrated with. So that's a me thing, and I do get very frustrated when things don't work out the way I want them to, and I have trouble sometimes thinking of other ways to do things, and it all just sort of spirals from there. So I wish I would have known how many skills that I would need to really set myself apart and be able to compete in bigger competitions. The more skills you can showcase in a competition build, the better you will do. I am learning to give myself grace and forgiveness when it comes to learning a skill set that I have never done before, especially when it doesn't come out perfect the first time. It never will come out perfect the first time, but it is definitely something that I am learning and working on. So the second thing that I wish I would have known is how to give myself grace for the things that I don't know and how much grace I would need to give. On to something a bit more serious. One of the things I wish I would have known is the toxicity within the cosplay community. I love the cosplay community. There has been such a big push in recent years to lift everyone up, encourage everyone, give constructive feedback, help each other, push everyone toward their goals in a very kind and loving way. It hasn't always been that way, and online it still isn't always. We have such negative comments that we see daily if we choose to put ourselves out there on the internet. I have been so fortunate to have cultivated an audience of people who have not been that way towards me. But I have had the occasional comment thrown my way. But I know that people of color really hear a lot of the toxicity coming their way, and that is never okay. Never. And there is some sort of ownership some people feel over a character. For me, I loved cosplay Sailor Moon. She's my comfort character. She's one of my first cosplays. She's my favorite anime, my favorite character in the anime. And there are some people that will be very mean towards other cosplayers who choose to cosplay the same character. So if someone chose to cosplay, so if someone else cosplays Sailor Moon and sees me, there's been times where they've not been very nice about it because they feel ownership over the character. No one owns a character outside of the creator. But we have such a toxic environment that was bubbling up for so long. And I also had one really bad experience with one very toxic person within the community that almost led me to quit. And I'm so glad that I didn't. But I try to be a positive force within the community and always give people encouragement. I try to lend a hand where I can, and I especially try to give people great feedback backstage at competitions where it can get kind of nasty sometimes when stress is high, nerves are high, and some people get extremely disappointed over not placing, and that can cause some drama. So my advice here is to just be the positive force you want to see in the world. Just be a nice human in general. And if anything toxic comes your way, make sure you eliminate that part from your life. Don't let it get to you. Block them. Don't associate with them in person. Just move on and don't let it get to you. As long as we keep trying to be that positive force, the toxicity will eventually phase out, or at least that's what I hope for. And finally, and this might be my favorite one, cosplay is for everyone. I wish I would have known that when I started. And by cosplay is for everyone, we mean that everyone can cosplay and everyone can cosplay every character within reason. Of course, no race changing makeup or anything like that. That's not okay. If you want to cosplay a different gender, do it. If you want to swap the gender of the character and cosplay that, do it. If you want to cosplay a 14-year-old magical girl when you're definitely not 14 years old, do it. And that is something that has taken me a very long time to get over. I was extremely worried that cosplaying Sailor Moon as not a 14-year-old would be cringy, would be embarrassing, but I did it anyway. And I'm not the only one. There are many people my age and older that cosplay Sailor Moon or cosplay any other character. That's one thing I love about these bigger competitions. I'm meeting more and more people around my age that are still cosplaying fun younger characters or swapping out genders, and it's making me more and more comfortable with myself and the choices that I make for cosplay. So just know cosplay is for everyone, and it may feel a little intimidating and it may feel a little bit weird to go out and dress up as a character that I keep using younger because that was my big hang up, was cosplaying someone younger. But just do it. Just have fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Do the thing and have fun. So that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of my advice and hopefully positive reinforcement. Again, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything else you would like to add to the list, make sure to pop it down in the comments below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!